Hello guys, today we are explaining movie 2067. At the beginning of the film it is said that all the plants on Earth have been eliminated, and thus all of the natural oxygen has been removed. Everyone was dying due to lack of oxygen. The Earth's life was extinguished. In the midst of all of this, only one Australian city remained. They were using supplemental oxygen. Due to this oxygen, a dangerous disease was attacking the humans. Then the main character of the movie, Ethan, is shown, whose wife is also affected by the disease. Ethan was trying to give his wife the best quality oxygen. Now at this time, he has to pay for oxygen. The people who survived because of a special corporation. That corporation produces artificial oxygen. Then we see Ethan is called into the office by Regina. Regina was the CEO of the oxygen maker company and a researcher. She tells Ethan after calling him, if the disease will spread like this in the world will be destroyed soon. She says you are the only one who can save the world. Ethan is perplexed by Regina's conversation. Regina transports Ethan to a laboratory. Ethan was accompanied by a friend. And when they move into the lab, they discover a time machine. This time machine was built by Ethan's father, according to what he was told. Regina claims that only you are capable of operating this machine. You are holding a piece of this machine in the shape of the watch given to you by your father. Ethan recalls his father giving him the watch. When he heard about it in childhood, his hand bled a lot. The watch gets fixed in his hand. Ethan doesn't know anything about this watch before. Ethan was told that a message is received through a time machine. This message is from the future. The message is about to transport you 400 years into the future. The doctor in the lab also tells Ethan, we discover that the world will look the same in 400 years. It implies that there are plants and oxygen and that the climate is also normal. The environment there is also suitable for humans to live in. They say you have to go there according to your father's experiment and bring all the plants and oxygen here. You'll collect oxygen, and future plants will be sent back in time. With it, we will again stable life here. Ethan was feeling that they all were playing a game with him. If there is such a situation, in reality, Ethan doesn't want to go. His wife was sick, that's why. But the scientists feel if Ethan will go to the future, it will make the world fine. Then we see Ethan with his friend Jude, who is pressuring him to go. Ethan refuses to go because he cannot emulate his father. His father, who abandoned his wife and son for the sake of his project. Jude took care of Ethan as an elder brother after Ethan's mother died. Ethan doesn't want to leave his wife like his father. Jude makes him understand that your wife is sick and this is the only way to make her fine, to bring the plants from the future. With it, the environment and your wife will be fine. Reaching home, when Ethan shares all this with his wife, she also insists on him going to the future. Even she doesn't want Ethan to go to the future. But for everyone, she wants to do this. After thinking a lot, Ethan goes to Regina the next morning. He says, I am ready to go, but on one condition, that if you will find the cure firstly, you will make my wife fine. Regina agrees on it. Following that, there were plans to send Ethan into the future. In the lab, Ethan was given a suit to wear before entering the machine. After all, when Ethan asks what their next plan is, they have none. They didn't know that who will meet Ethan in the future or how will he return. They don't even believe that Ethan will bring those plants or not. But now Ethan has to go. After it, Ethan was given a device that will connect him with the past. Finally, Ethan sits in the machine. Machine is turned on after the time has been set. When the machine turned on, there was a blast of radio waves in the lab inside the machine. Ethan was moving speedily. He fell into an unknown forest through the sky. Ethan's suit sets on fire while moving speedily in the air. He takes off his suit immediately. Then he sees around and notices the world is the same as it was before. Now Ethan was enjoying the natural beauty and oxygen. Moving forward, he notices a skeleton. There was a bullet mark on its head. He gets worried after reading the name from that skeleton's dress. Because it was his skeleton, and Ethan also finds the same device that was given him by the scientists. Seeing all this, Ethan gets scared and didn't understand anything. The skeleton was also wearing the same watch as Ethan. There was a difference between light. Ethan's watch shows a red light, while the skeleton's watch shows a green light, that he has witnessed since his childhood. This thing made him confused. Then the night appears. To spend the night, Ethan burns the fire and used some berries as food. Due to eating the poisonous berries, Ethan's condition gets unwell and he faints. Ethan's condition was known in the lab because of that device. Ethan awakens, his friend Jude is with him. Jude was sent back in time to save Ethan, so he will complete his mission. After some time, moving forward, Ethan and Jude notice a door. Now the skeleton of Ethan that was shown before, was now at the front of this door. We can speculate that there must have been some changes in the past. Meanwhile, a scanner comes out from there. The door of that place opens while scanning Ethan's eye. Going inside, they discover it is the lab from where they started. Jude becomes excited seeing all this. The time machine was in front of them from which they can move back to the past again. They discover a timer on the time machine. They learn that this lab will be destroyed after 4 hours of inactivity. This system was created so that no one could misuse it. Ethan opens a hologram where his father had told the details of this project. Now they have to do their task hurriedly. It means they have to return after collecting oxygen and plants. But when they see the oxygen collector machine is showing the problem, they become worried. They have to repair the machine and return within 4 hours. They have a short time. Going out, they find the whole city covered with plants and human skeletons everywhere, from which they discover after the extinction of humans this city changed into plants. It means the environment of the city changed after human extinction. Ethan goes to his future house and becomes emotional seeing his wife's skeleton. Ethan turns on the future device's recording. He discovers here that Jude will shoot him and Jude also hears it. He takes out the gun for shooting him. Ethan somehow stops Jude and decides to repair the machine before dying. They come to the lab again and they have only 37 minutes left. Outside the lab, Ethan goes to see his skeleton. That his future has changed or not since he stopped Jude? He notices that his skeleton is the same and is in the same place. He discovers that his future is not changed yet. He wants to know the future. He inserts the battery from his device into the future device. He sees the video in which Jude killed him. Jude sees it and realizes that our chances of survival are dwindling. And if we will repair the oxygen collector, a lot of time will be wasted. We should leave before this while sitting in the time machine. Ethan locks him in a room while not obeying him. He turns on the recorded hologram coming into the lab. This hologram of that day when his father died. In the hologram, Ethan sees that his father wants to use his time machine and invention to protect humanity. But Regina wants to use it for her tasks. To fail Regina's intentions, Ethan's father connects the machine with Ethan's DNA. That is the reason for blood when he hears the watch. But Regina will not accept her defeat. She killed Ethan's parents with Jude, so she will use Ethan for her purpose in the future. Ethan gets disturbed after seeing all this. The one whom he considered his brother had killed his parents. Here it reveals on Ethan that he was considering his father was wrong for many years. Based on Jude's words, Ethan will not succeed Regina in her intentions. He was on the verge of destroying the time machine. Jude arrives and stops him. He informs him Regina has sent me so that when Ethan repairs the defect, kill him. Jude also considers Ethan his brother. That's why before killing Ethan he shoots himself. Now Ethan was working to complete his father's purpose. He hurriedly repairs the oxygen collector. He collects all the plans and after placing them he sends them into the past. Ethan has sent the evidence of his father's murder and Regina's plan with it. But he didn't go in the past, that's why Regina's plan was failed. Regina was arrested. Ethan has sent a flower for his wife in the past. He destroys the time machine in the future so none will misuse it. When Ethan comes out of the lab he doesn't discover any skeleton. As a result, he realizes that the past has changed. This wise decision of his has saved all of humanity. This film concludes with a future greenery scene. Thank you for watching.